Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the 2023 Honda Pilot Trail Sport. There is 5 trims you could choose from. There is the Sport, EXL, Trail Sport, Elite and Touring, or Touring and Elite. But today I'm going to be reviewing this Trail Sport for you guys and show you all the features it has. Under the hood, there is a 3.5 naturally aspirated V6. It is connected to a 10-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 285 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers are 18 in the city, 23 highway, and 20 combined. Here is a MSRP sticker of this 2023 Pilot Trail Sport. If you guys are interested in these standard features, just go ahead and pause the video. And by the way, it does have the launch package, and it does have the hood decal, fender flares, lower door trims, crossbars, cargo tray, seat back protectors, and it is finished in Sonic Gray. It is a $455 option, and the price with destination is $51,845. If you guys are curious about the color is called Sonic Gray, and it does look very good on this Trail Sport Pilot. By the way, it is a $455 option, and I think it's worth the price. For 2023, the Pilot was completely redesigned, and honestly, it looks much better than before. It is more rugged, does look very bold from the front, nice and aggressive, and yeah, I just love the way how this thing looks like from the front. Honda badge is massive here in the front. It does have the sensor for the emergency braking. The grille looks very, very good. It is finished in gloss black. Trail Sport badge is right there. This one is the off-roady Pilot, so if you guys need something not off-roady, then don't go with the Trail Sport. For the headlights, I love the way how the headlights look like on this 23 Pilot. Everything right here in the front is LED, and that's expected for something that is almost $52,000 with destination. I love the lines on this front bumper. I love the gloss black with the flat black. There is a functional vent right here on the side, LED fog lights in the bottom, and there is front parking sensors. By the way, there is a front camera. It does have a 360, and I believe this Pilot is the first to get 360 in any Honda lineup. There is a functional grille in the bottom, and I think it does look very good. But yeah, I think Honda did a great job with the design right here in the front. Let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this all-new Honda Pilot. Here is the side view of this Honda Pilot, and the side view looks very good. Again, guys, this one is finished in Sonic Gray. And by the way, guys, if you are interested on how the Elite or Touring look like, that's the side view of it. By the way, the Touring and Elite, they have the same rims, so I can't tell if this is the Elite or Touring. EXL and Sport, they have different rims, and the Trail Sport has unique rims. So there is 8.3 inches of ground clearance. This one has crossbars as an option. It does have the launch package as an option, so it does basically add those crossbars and the decal on the hood. And by the way, everything right here on the side is finished in black. There is no chrome. All the door handles are finished in gloss black. All the window trims are finished in black. The roof rails are finished in black. And on the mirror, there is a blind spot monitoring system, a turn signal indicator, and a camera for the 360 camera system this one has. And the mirror cap is finished in gloss black. Fender flares look good. I'm glad that they're not too thick or too thin. I think they are the perfect size. And for the rims, they are finished in gray. They look very good. And by the way, I really like the Trail Sport riding on the rims. The size is 265, 60, 18, so there is a ton of rubber. And by the way, it does have the all-terrain rubber. Here's the back of this Honda Pilot. Back looks alright. Kind of reminds me of the new Nissan Pathfinder. The front reminds me a little bit of the Ford Explorer, but you guys let me know what you think in the comments. For the taillights are not all LED back here for $52,000. I really wish that everything was LED back here. Running light is LED. Turn signal indicators and reverse are halogen. Pilot is written back here. And there's this gloss black trim. Definitely looks good. But I really wish that the Honda badge was blacked out. Everything is black back here. The all-wheel drive, the trim, Pilot, Trail Sport, everything has a black look to it, or finished in black. but the Honda badge is finished in chrome. So I really wish they just made it black. Here is the wiper. I really wish it was hidden underneath the spoiler. Third brake light is located right there, and spoiler looks alright. I really wish it was sticking out a tiny bit, just to give the back a little bit of a sportier look. All-wheel drive badge is all the way to the left, finished in black, as I said. Trail Sport is all the way to the right, and there is rear parking sensors. Reflectors look good. Bumper is finished in flat black, which is completely fine. This is an off-roady Pilot. There is some gray down there, or silver, and here is the hitch receiver. And yeah, the back looks good, but it does remind me a lot of the Nissan Pathfinder. Here's the key of this Honda Pilot. It does look good. It's very small, but it does feel very nice and solid. This key has 5 buttons on it: lock, unlock, tailgate release, remote start, and a panic button. And in the back, there's the Honda badge and number 1. Since this Trail Sport has memory seats, the second key will say 2. But let's go ahead and open the lift gate. There's 3 ways to open the lift gate. There is one inside, one on the lift gate, and one on the key. Lift gate opens a little bit on the slower side, and up here there is a handle, a button to close the lift gate, and inside there is actually a decent amount of space with the third row up. But let's go ahead and drop this third row down. So it is possible to do this with one hand, and the third row goes actually flat, and there is a ton of space just only with the third row down. There even going to be a ton of space with the second row down. Right here on the left there is a storage place, 112 volt, and on the right there is a speaker or a subwoofer. A little bit of storage place right here. 2 cup holders on the right with a vent, 1 USB type A. Same thing on the other side, but I really wish there was some USB type C's. I think the Palisade has USB type C's in the back. Let me show you what's underneath this. So underneath there is actually a nice deep storage place, and the jack is actually located right here. And yeah, there is a lot of space in the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the second row down for you guys and show you the amount of space with the second row down. Alright, so I just dropped the second row down, and with the second row being down there is just a ton of space. But I really wish that there was a button right here on the side to drop the second row and the third row down like the Palisade, but maybe on the higher trims. I gotta check that. But on this Trail Sport there's no buttons or handles to drop the second row or the third row down. Anyways, as I said, there is a ton of space. Beautiful, nice LED lights. There is actually an LED light right here, which is very convenient. So I'm pretty sure this thing is well lit at night. But yeah, there is a ton of space with all the seats down. Here is the door handle. As I said, it is finished in gloss black. There is a sensor behind this door handle. That's how you unlock this Pilot. And to lock it, there's those 3 lines. It is a sensor right here. So just go ahead and tap on this sensor and the SUV will lock. Here is the front door panel. The front door panel looks pretty good. There is a ton of storage places on this front door panel, and there is a lot of soft materials. So this is finished in that synthetic rubber material. There is gloss black trim, and right on top of it there's this gray trim. Door handle feels nice and heavy, solid. It is finished in silver. Memory seats, 2 settings, window switches, mirror controls, everything looks very good. And all windows are automatic up and down. And by the way guys, those windows are new for Honda. I haven't seen those window switches and mirror controls before, so maybe that's where Honda is going to go with their window switches. But I do prefer the window switches in the new Accord and the new CR-V much better than those are a little bit on the smaller side. The armrest is nice and soft. I love the orange stitching. This is plastic, which is completely fine. Nice deep storage place. Another storage place right here. A cup holder or bottle holder and a tiny bit of storage. And Here is a speaker. I believe there is 10 speakers if I'm not mistaken. I'll correct that if I'm wrong. And inside, seats are nice and comfortable, wrapped in leather. I love the design of those seats. They do say Trail Sport on the headrest, and I love the orange stitching. They're powered with lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this Pilot, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2023 Honda Pilot Trail Sport. It does look very good from the inside, and honestly, it's much better than the previous gen. So, steering wheel is wrapped in leather. I love the orange stitching. Steering wheel is a little bit on the thinner side, but I think that's fine. This is a family SUV. Here is the heated steering wheel button. I love the brushed aluminum, the gloss black, and yeah, everything looks very good. Right here on the left, there is a home button. You could basically click it and you could choose a few things. So let's say if you want your all-wheel drive torque distribution page to be shown, you could do that. There is the range, phone, audio, speed, time, warnings. So good amount of things that you could basically choose. I believe this right here on the left is a 7-inch screen. On the right, the miles per hour are analog. Behind the steering wheel, there's some paddle shifters. They do feel nice and solid. They will control the 10-speed automatic transmission. On the left, there is the headlight controls, fog light controls, and turn signal controls. On the right, there is the wiper controls for the front and back. And here is the engine start stop. I love the fact that this right here is very, very soft. I love the orange stitching. And this is nice and soft. So this whole thing right here is nice and soft. It does not have a heads-up display for $52,000. I really wish it did, but I think the highest trim has heads-up display. I love the way how the vent looks like. I love the fact that it's nice and finished in gloss black. Right here, there's heated windshield, traction control, and the liftgate button. And here is the screen. It is a 9-inch screen for $52,000. I really wish that it was a little bit bigger. This screen looks good. Tablet style screen. It does have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And by the way, guys, it does have 360. And I think this is the first time that Honda puts 360 in their cars. Very nice. I'm not sure if there is like a front view. Let's see if I put this. So if I put it in drive, it doesn't display the front camera. Maybe there is a way to do it, but I'm not exactly sure. But I'm glad that there is 360. There is a home button, back, volume, and seek. And in the bottom, there is some shortcuts. They're not buttons, they are within the screen. And here is the emergency light button. I love this gray trim. Nice storage place. It is nice and big, usable, unlike other SUVs and trucks. And here is the engine start stop. By the way, I just found out that there is a camera button right here. So you click on it, this will actually turns on the front facing camera. And if you click this button right here, you will see the rims, the front rims. So when you're off-roading, you could see where the rims are going. But I'm glad that there is this feature. I was gonna say that Honda is kind of stupid for not putting it, but I'm glad that there is this option. So very convenient and very good. Coming down, climate controls are very easy to use. On, off, you could turn on and turn off the back climate. It does have an automatic function. This Pilot has tri-climate control. Heated seats for $52,000. I really wish there was cold seats. Modes, AC, front, rear. You could lock the rear from here. You could turn on this and you could click rear setting and you could adjust the rear from back here. Or you could turn on or turn off the back. Heated seat for the passenger. This is nice and soft. I love the stitching. And coming down, there is a wireless phone charger, a ton of space right here, 112 volt, one USB type C, one USB type A, and a small storage place right here. Here is a shifter that will control the 10-speed automatic transmission in this Pilot. I love the gloss black. Cup holders are massive, and yeah, overall this center console looks good. Here is the e-brake, brake hold, drive mode, hill descent, and engine shut off. Let me go ahead and show you the drive modes. So there's sport, normal, eco, snow, trail, sand, and tow. So a ton of drive modes, and this is the trail sport, so that's good that it has all these modes. The armrest is soft, not extremely soft like the CRV and the new Accord. Inside there is a ton of space, but I am not seeing any lights inside. I'm not seeing any 12 volts USB type C's or type A's. I really wish that they added like another 12 volt, because I am only seeing one right there. But this right here is massive. You definitely could share it with someone. And for the rear view mirror, it's actually nice and big. Seeing out of the back is perfect. Garage controls are underneath it. It does have the auto dimming function. It's not frameless, but does have thin bezels, which is nice. LED lights, you could turn on all the lights with this switch. Here is the sunroof switch, shade button or switch. I love the way how the speaker looks like. Glasses holder, but if you push it in, it will show it's basically a mirror. It will show the kids or the people sitting in the back. And here is the visor. The visor is nice and soft, and it is actually extremely soft. It feels nice and solid. Let's see if it extends. So it does extend, and inside there is a good size mirror, very long, which I like, and there is it seems like that's a halogen light. Yeah, I think that's a halogen light. I really wish that this light was LED for $52,000. And let me go ahead and show you this panoramic sunroof. It is very big, and it's making the interior nice and bright. Let's go ahead and open this sunroof. It does open more, and yeah, there is a ton of light coming in because of this panoramic sunroof. But yeah, the front looks good, and it is such a beautiful SUV. Seeing out of this SUV is perfect, and the seats are very, very comfortable. Here is the back door panel, and the back door panel has the same design as the front. This top portion right here is actually plastic. There is a rare shade, and I love the gloss black with this gray trim. Door handle feels nice and solid. Tweeter. Here is the window switch, and the armrest is nice and soft, just like the front. More of that orange stitching. Plastic. Good amount of storage place in the bottom of this back door. A little bit more storage place right here, and almost 2 bottle holders. And inside, a ton of leg room. More of that orange stitching back here. Headroom is very, very good. I love this panoramic sunroof. Seriously, it's making the interior of this Pilot very bright. And down here there is a handle and a button. The handle will drop the back portion of the seat down, so it will make everything flat. And this button right here will bring the seat to the front, so you could access the third row. And by the way, there is a button right here. Let's go ahead and bring this back, and there is a metal bar right here. You could lift it up to adjust the seat to the back or to the front. The armrest is nice and soft, and there is this almost tray. I really wish it was a little bit, or this is actually more like a step, so people could go from the front to the back. But I think on the other trims maybe there is like a middle console here. I'm not sure if the middle trims will have like this whole thing as a seat, but I think they do have that middle console. Jumping inside, there is pockets behind both of those front seats, and air vents look good. As I said, it does have track line control, auto function, temperature, fan speed, and mode. 2 USB back here, and there is an outlet here, and that's how the front of this Honda Pilot looks like. All right, so I am sitting in the third row, and honestly, there is a ton of knee room, and I am sitting right behind myself, so I did actually sit in the front, and I was comfortable. And now I am behind myself. There is actually a good amount of leg room, knee room, but foot room is a little bit tight. If you're sitting in the middle, then it is definitely more comfortable for an adult. But sitting on the side, I think it's honestly fine. So there is a ton of leg room, head room in the third row, and the seats are not extremely low, so your knees are not very high. But yeah, there's a ton of room in this Honda Pilot. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2023 Honda Pilot Trail Sport. If you guys are around, or if you guys are interested, make sure to come and see Xavier here at Executive Honda in Wallingford. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please like and subscribe, because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.